Now we're back. Well, that's a shame. We had a great conversation about Snake and all the different conversation about sound, but looks like we're going to go into the second round here with a Ness and a Pikachu and a Palutena and a Yoshi. I saw these players warming up a little bit. This Yoshi is going to be releasing some devious up air combo. Gets a spike off the bat immediately! Please zoom in on that. Holy cow. Okay, almost stealing an early stock. Looks like Palutena and Ness getting big damage. Dude, whoever is getting these spikes is absolutely crazy edge guarding. One thing you want to look out for with Yoshi, as you can see, he is just eating people and putting them into eggs. Is going to be great combo potential for his teammate, and the edge guard wants the down or the spike one more time, but Yoshi is just going to absolutely dominate the edge here. Hopefully we can see Pikachu use those Thunder Jolts a little bit more and protect himself as he gets back to the stage. And it looks like Ness already lost a stock, and playing in a doubles, Ness can be your best friend or your worst enemy. PK Fire and all of his projectiles that you have, really good at zoning and area control, as you just saw there, finishing the combo with Pikachu. But
yeah, what would you say the combos are, like, or in terms of like the orientation of the team comps here? Like, are they more combo oriented? Are they more like heavy? Like, what is going on?
All of these characters are very extremely combo oriented, especially Pikachu and Ness.
Yep.
Very light characters, very easy to kill, as you can just see. But then again, they're also really hard hitters. They excel in combo potential. Ooh, that's a tough SD to watch there. Palutena, same way, just hitting you as many times as they can. And hopefully making it back to the stage. Yoshi, I would say, is more of a heavy hitter, but a lot of his moves are multi-hit.
Sure.
So it's like pseudo combos in a way.
Sure, that's interesting.
And you can see him kind of fishing for these like very short aerials, and Ness is able to get the PK Thunder hit and going to whittle down Palutena ever so slightly, but Yoshi is just sitting there at 3 stocks, absolutely uncontested, and Ness is going to lose another one. Pikachu able to finally break things up a little bit. Yoshi is just absolutely getting sent off the stage, and Pikachu air dodges off the stage. Scared me a little bit here.
Yeah, because he died earlier like that, right?
Yep.
If I'm not mistaken. That's very scary.
Especially in a doubles when you rely on your partner like that.
Yeah.
And
you guys have a shared.
Yeah, because they both have 3 stocks, right?
Okay.
You can, if you are at like 0 and your opponent is at 2,
yep,
you can share a stock. You can like take it from there. And that might be something that this Palutena does eventually, as they almost die one more time and Pikachu wants to fish for that kill. Doesn't go for the up throw though. A little scared, it seems, of his opponent. Ness is also fishing for these PK Fires, but it looks like Green Team is now finally putting pressure back on Blue. And there Palutena goes, but it looks like Yoshi is now down to 1 stock immediately. The Green Team's... Oh no, never mind. They did share the stock. Then again, Yoshi is at that high percentage, so if Yoshi just dies here, it's a 2v1 scenario. And it looks like Ness is going to use that little lightning thing. That's his PK Thunder.
Yeah.
You can just control it with your stick anywhere you want.
Yeah. No, I know about the PK Thunder. It hits pretty hard, right?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
It doesn't hit necessarily too hard, but it
does a lot of damage. Yeah.
Especially like that.
It's kind of like an AoE, right? Area of effect a little bit.
Yeah, because the little like sparkle trail does still hit you, and it's now it is down to a 1v1 scenario. And ooh, Ness is just a little too light, but a very, very close game, honestly. Now, do we know if that was a button check as well, or is that the actual first round? Okay, awesome. Junbae and Kalimba taking the first point over Spectre and Tucked. I wonder if
they're gonna go for a different team composition after losing the first one, or I know that was one of the things that I was seeing in one of the other matches. They won the first one, swapped off, and then immediately lost the series because of it, which is honestly kind of interesting. I guess they're opting to keep the same composition, right?
Which is fair because they were pretty close.
Right.
And it looks like Yoshi and Pikachu are gonna duke it out, and the scary thing about Yoshi is that you can die at any time, especially as a light character.
Sure.
Yoshi is just going to eat you up in feed percentage.
Yeah.
And one big thing that sucks, especially in the matchup with Yoshi against Ness and Pikachu, Yoshi's double jump has super armor. So
Oh.
any of those like stunning attacks, Yoshi's just gonna jump through it. The PK Thunder, Yoshi's gonna jump through it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter if Pikachu just spikes him. Absolutely, the one weakness that he has at the end of his jump, he's fresh. He's weak. Oop. Now, again, Ness losing another stock, just really light character. Look at that combo from Pikachu. The nice up airs. And hopefully Palutena can capitalize a little bit. Pikachu has barely been touched this entire game, though.
Yeah, he's been dealing out a lot of damage or staying fresh as well. I think that's a really good situation for Pikachu.
Especially when you're such a light character and you can die. You can see Yoshi is just fishing for the forward smash because it'll just kill. It'll just kill Pikachu at such a low percentage right by the stage, or the edge of the stage. Palutena barely living at 140 but gets the down tilt. Pikachu gonna opt for the back air, but it's not gonna kill that center of the stage. But that Yoshi back air, and even on Palutena, almost killed. And that's the one thing you really do have to worry about in LAN tournaments specifically. Team attack is on, so you can hit your teammate, and that's a big worry, especially when you're playing with these projectile characters. But it looks like between Yoshi and Ness, or Pikachu and Ness, they are capitalizing very well. Ness is down to 1 stock, but so is the Yoshi. Pikachu and Palutena still at 3. I take that back. Palutena finally loses the first stock. Pikachu out of jumps now, but makes it back. Palutena wants the edge guard. Isn't going to get it. Pikachu's just too small and too slippery. And thankfully, Ness is right there to aid his teammate, helping him back to the stage. And looks like Yoshi is a little scared now. Onto his last stock, but it's not going to stop him.
Yeah, this Pikachu has been doing a lot of damage, staying alive as well. Like, I think he's still completely fresh, right?
Yeah, it's still on 3 stocks. It's one of those scenarios where you're playing with the big group, and hey, he's still on 3 stocks, and it looks like he's not even being touched.
That's right, yeah, and he's dealing out a lot of damage in these situations.
And he's so fast, so small. Pikachu's pancake, like, whenever he uses an aerial, he flattens out his hitbox so much, makes it very difficult to hit. And Yoshi is just not able to connect with anything, and he gets a spike! Ooh. Stealing Yoshi's stock, but is going to die for it in return. Forces the share stock.
I feel like that's a worthwhile trade, though.
Absolutely. Because now it's down to a 1. Everybody has 1 stock. Looks like Ness shared that extra stock that Pikachu had. Really coming in clutch after staying alive for so long. Yoshi getting the edge guard. Wants it, but Ness gets the PSI magnet, or the Psi magnet, sorry. And a lot of footsies here going on in the center. Palutena is at
damage, but that Pikachu staying fresh, man.
Exactly. Palutena and Ness are both at kill percent. And they're just playing this big game of footsies. They both want the back air. Pikachu's going to get the first one off.
Really might come down to this Yoshi versus Pikachu fight here with how low they are.
Absolutely. Because I think when Ness really needs to lock in and get this kill, especially when it's flown off the side. Palutena is gone. Look at that edge guard from the PK Thunder. Wants that down air again, but that double jump is just going to go right through it. Oh, this is tough.
Yeah.
Yoshi now has to avoid the PK Thunder and Pikachu coming in. And this is really good edge guard. You can see that the Ness is waiting back for the Yoshi to whip that option. A little bit of miscommunication there. Didn't quite get the kill confirmed. Yoshi's going to make it back to the stage.
Oh, hold up. Yoshi might be turning this around. Oh,
and Ness is going to finish it off with a dash attack. Still a really, really close game. Yeah. Now 1-1 in the best of 5. This could be a good one.
Yeah, no, it could be a good one. I think the Pikachu's doing a lot for a green team here. They're getting a lot of value, a lot of life, and I mean we even saw right. It came down to that 2v1, so it's kind of scary.
And back to the character selection. Looks like they are going to stick with the same, and so is blue team. They really think they can get it done here, which
it makes sense. It's been so close, right? Like I do think this Pikachu, like once if he continues to kind of be effective, like I don't know what the counter is or whatever, but I think that might be something to start looking into, depending on how this stage goes.
To be fair, Palutena is a decent counter. She does, she does have the reflect, does have the counter, but the thing is, in doubles, you're just moving so fast all the time, you don't have that chance to get it out. Then again, I don't think I've seen it once from Palutena, and maybe I'll speak it into existence here, remind them that they do have that button on their controller, but... Oh, teching the stage spike, then again, out of the jumps. Yoshi does have that second jump super armor, but can only do so much for you when you run out. Yeah, taking an early stock is going to be super beneficial here. Yoshi opting for the high ledge guard, but is just not going to connect.
In similar situation as the last map, right? Pikachu doing a lot for the team, doing a lot of kind of like peppering damage and just getting these like kills on like early on. I think it's probably very frustrating.
And you can see now that they've kind of swapped their opponents. Yoshi is now trying to fight the Pikachu more. And that's the thing about doubles. You can see that between Ness and Pikachu, they are focusing one opponent at a time. And Pikachu finally loses his first stock, which, compared to the last game, is big, big news.
Much different situation, right?
Now Ness gets the grab, but is going to get dash attack. It is a dash attack party, punishing them for staying open. And that's the beauty of doubles. You got to keep your eyes peeled all the time, head on a swivel, because you never know. And a Pikachu dash attack is just going to kill, taking Palutena's first stock. And it looks like Yoshi is about to lose his second one here. But is going to get the back air, a little bit of more pepper damage. These multi-hits are just going to rack it up.
Yeah, I can see the change, but Yoshi goes down. I think Green Team is doing a really good job of isolating these like 2v1s like across the stage.
Oh, Palutena misses the ledge and SDs. Arguably a PS2 moment, but that's why I don't pick PS2. Pikachu is just going to fish for these back airs and force so much shield pressure on both of them. Now down to a 2 stocks to 1 stock situation. Ness almost SDs, almost throws his entire stock away, wants the flashy option. And Pikachu's Nair isn't going to connect. Yoshi just has that much, little bit better of frame data and disjoint. Finally going off stage. Can the Palutena capitalize on the edge guard? Yes, she can. Pikachu now down to 1 stock. Yoshi at 127 rising. Pikachu's going deep for the edge guard, but Yoshi's going to return with the down air. Returning to the left side now as well. Palutena wants that kill on Ness, but Ness is just
so much big damage for Pikachu on Yoshi there. Yeah,
and now Yoshi's down.
Down to a 2v1, right?
Yep, 3 stocks to 1. Not a good position for Palutena.
And she's already taken 79%. That's tough.
It is, and it looks like she's doing pretty well at zoning out the other 2. Oh, but Ness is just going to heal all that damage. Can't use a projectile. Also, Ness is a great counter to Palutena as well. Lots of projectiles coming from the character. And Ness is just going to eat it for free. Yeah, and that forward is going to finish it off. Oof. Blue team might want to make a switch here.
Yeah, they're down 2-1. This Pikachu is doing a lot of work here.
Then again, though, the one-trick wonders are surprisingly common in Smash Bros.
Yeah.
You just lock in so much with one character. That
have your main.
Exactly.
You know the intricacies of it. Why not? Why not just keep what's good? Yeah.
And it looks
like
they're
comfortable with, right?
And they're gonna keep what they're comfortable with.
I mean, to be fair, the Pikachu is getting a lot of value, but the matches have been pretty close, right? It's the last one was a little bit more of a runaway, but it's been competitive. I think the entire time, right?
Absolutely.
So I think that's why they're probably opting. I think they're down 2-1, so it's kind of it could be one of their last options, you know.
Absolutely.
If they don't win this one.
And I really hope to see more counters come out of the Palutena, especially because in a doubles game, counters are just so valuable. It's a free, don't do damage to me, you're going to get it all back, and then it's just a free stock at that point.
Right, yeah, exactly.
And blue team just racking up that huge percent early on.
Yeah, this has been the story the entire time. I think they're first stock every single time. When everyone is maxed out, they're just taking so much damage. It's tough to recover from, you know.
Especially when the Ness and the Pikachu are just playing ping pong with the Palutena,
Right.
followed by an almost elite edge guard, but then again, is right there to finish the Palutena off.
Yeah, they're doing such a good job of isolating these 2v1s, like in these situations, and then just bouncing the people between them. It's scary, man.
It
Doing
is
good. It's good teamwork.
very, very good, and that, honestly, that's what's going to carry you through a doubles match is that really good teamwork. And even then,
Right. That individual skill is 100% important, right? You need to know your character in and out, but I mean that teamwork is always going to be one of the big things, you know.
exactly, because you can do combos all day, but what are you going to do when the teammate is behind you holding that F smash after you're done with the grab?
Right. Yeah, exactly.
So, oh, Yoshi almost stole an edge guard. Was going to fight Ness a little bit back, wants to steal it, and he does. It takes next first stock away. Pikachu still living. Yoshi's jump is going to let him escape from that edge guard. That could have been death for Yoshi, especially so early on. And look at Pikachu. He is just chilling in that corner, spacing perfectly, but a quick Yoshi Nair is almost going to finish it off, but Pikachu has the recovery down, is going to just completely air out Yoshi, does not want any piece of that, justifiably so, at 147. Gets the jab lock on Palutena, the F smash isn't going to kill, but still resets with the Nair, almost gets the down B confirmed, but green team loses 2 stocks off the jump, tying it up a little bit now. Actually putting a little bit in blue's favor, both of them up being 2 stocks.
Yeah, I think this is the first time they've been up stock since
round one.
Since round one, yeah. Kind of a little bit of a tide turner here, but they are very low. They are very low, very dangerous situation for the blue team.
You can see a little bit of panic with the green team too. Ness almost back-aired Pikachu.
Yeah, but good recovery down to 3 stocks versus 2, right?
Yep. So now a little bit back in green's favor, but then again, if Pikachu just continues to be untouched the whole time, it's going to end the same way the last 2
Yeah,
did.
and I think they've swapped. They've realized that the hard counter isn't doing what it needs to do. Now we can see that Yoshi's more focusing on the Pikachu fight, trying to peppering him down. I think it is doing a better. They are doing a better job of touching him at least. He's not going untouched, but it's still tough.
Because you can counter the character all you want with your character, but if the player cannot counter the player, it's just as much as a...
Yeah, it always comes down to that skill diff, right? You're going to have an advantage, but it's very difficult if you're not in tune with the things that you're doing.
And there we go. Ness is forced to share the stock with Pikachu.
I think worth.
Absolutely. As much as Pikachu's been getting untouched, but Yoshi wants this edge guard so bad. That Nair is going to come out so quick. Pikachu's going to have to be forced to mix it up, but Yoshi is just on his tail. Green finally sending both competitors off stage. Misses the PK flash. Wanted the fancy bit. A little bit of a risky play this late on. Oh, back air does not quite kill for Ness in the center of the stage. Dash attack nonetheless either, but Ness continues to apply the pressure. Yoshi hits his teammate with the egg. I think it helped a little bit, actually. Unrich going to connect with Palutena. Lets Pikachu get the safe recovery. Oh, look at that. They're playing ping pong again with the Yoshi. Ooh. And a quick forward tilt to finish it off. Yoshi could still take it back, but after that back air, DI God is going to live. Gets
really
both
down
eggs.
To the wire here, though.
Wants to fish for that back air, but one quick dash attack is all it takes. Going to finish it off. Round 2, Spectre and Tuck taking it 3-1. Still very close every game, though.
Yeah, very, very close every game. I think the difference maker here was the early damage that they were doing, and then also the Pikachu just getting so much value, man. It felt like every single life that he was utilizing was getting its worth, right?
Absolutely.
Every single stock that he was using was getting its worth. So I think it looked close, but I think Green Team had a good control of it.
Absolutely. That plus the synergy that Green Team had. They're able to passing the opponent back and forth, and then as soon as the other person comes back on, just capitalizing and making sure they stay off the stage.